Hi, my name is Dr. Michelle Becker. I'm an OB-GYN doctor.
And I am Shelley Betancourt, a women's health nurse practitioner.
We are specialists with women's health care.
We are here to answer questions that you may have.
So leave a comment about any questions that you may have about women's health care, and we'll try our best to answer them.
We would like to talk about eating safe in pregnancy. Foods to avoid.
So seafood's high in mercury. The FDA encourages pregnant women to avoid big-eye tuna, king mackerel, marlin, orange roughy, swordfish, shark, and tilefish.
CDC recommends anchovies, catfish, cod, herring, light canned tuna, Pacific oysters, pollock, salmon, sardines, shad, shrimp, tilapia, and trout. Limit your white tuna to 6 ounces a week.
The next thing is you should avoid undercooked meat, poultry, and eggs. To avoid foodborne illness,
ensure that you fully cook meats and poultry before eating. Use a meat thermometer to be certain of this.
Cook hot dogs and luncheon meats until they're steaming hot, or avoid them entirely. Some may be the source of listeria, a serious foodborne illness.
Avoid refrigerated pâtés and meat spreads. However, canned and shelf-stable versions are okay to eat.
Cook eggs until the egg and the yolk are firm. Raw eggs may contain harmful bacteria, so avoid eggnog, raw batter, freshly made hollandaise sauce, and freshly made Caesar salad dressing. Eating safe in pregnancy, part 2.
Avoid unpasteurized foods such as milk and juice. Avoid soft cheeses. These include feta, brie, blue cheese, unless they are clearly labeled that they have been pasteurized.
So you want to avoid the unpasteurized juices as well.
And when I think about that, be cautious about your apple cider mills as they are not pasteurized. Avoid unwashed fruits and vegetables.
To avoid harmful bacteria, thoroughly wash all raw fruits and all raw vegetables.
Avoid raw sprouts of any kind, including alfalfa, clover, radish, and mung bean. If you are going to consume them, the sprouts need to be cooked thoroughly.
Avoid herbal teas as well. There's little research and little data on the effects of specific herbs on developing babies. Even the types of herbal teas that are marketed specifically for pregnant women, they just haven't been studied well enough. Eating safe in pregnancy, part 3.
Avoid alcohol. No amount of alcohol is considered safe during pregnancy.
Drinking alcohol leads to higher risks of miscarriage and stillbirth, and drinking alcohol may result in fetal alcohol syndrome, which can cause facial deformities and intellectual disability.
If you are concerned or need help, consult your healthcare provider.
Avoid organ meats as well, like liver. The liver organ often contains too much vitamin A, and consuming too much vitamin A is not recommended in pregnancy, especially in the first trimester of pregnancy, and it can lead to congenital malformations and even miscarriage. Eating safe in pregnancy, part 4.
Processed junk foods. An optimum pregnancy eating plan should mainly consist of whole foods with plenty of nutrients to fulfill yours and your baby's needs.
Processed junk food is generally low in nutrients and high in calories, sugar, and added fats, so just avoid them.
Unwashed packaged salads. The labeling will say wash before use, and be sure to wash to avoid any foodborne illnesses. Always wash your hands with soap and water before handling food, whether you're preparing it or going to eat it.
If you're preparing food, wash your hands even after you blow your nose, help young children blow their nose, or going to the toilet, or handling pets.
Keep all pets away from your food.
Wash all fruit and vegetables thoroughly, as we mentioned before, and any packaged salads.
Use a separate chopping board when preparing raw meat.
Wash your hands and all surfaces and utensils carefully after preparing raw meat.
Keep raw and uncooked food separate in your refrigerator as well. Put raw meat on the bottom of the fridge so that if any drippings fall, it doesn't fall into your other food.
Make sure you cook raw chicken thoroughly to kill any bacteria that could cause food poisoning.
Heat leftover foods until they are piping hot.
And only reheat food once.
No leftovers. Allow food to defrost completely before cooking it, unless the instructions on the package tell you to cook it from frozen.
Check the use-by dates on any food packages to make sure that the food is safe to eat.
Keep your refrigerator temperature between 32 and 41 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a good idea to use a refrigerator thermometer to be sure.
And avoid nibbling on food that's been sitting around at room temperature for a long time, like at a buffet for instance, as bacteria can grow quickly and could make you ill. If you have any concerns or questions, reach out to your healthcare provider to make an appointment. If you have any comments or questions for us though, leave it below and we'll get back with you.
Michelle and I are co-founders of Maternal 911, an online education program for healthcare professionals who provide care to pregnant women.
We're very passionate about decreasing the maternal mortality in the U.S., so unfortunately it's been on the rise for way too long.
Our goal is to create healthier women so we can improve our outcomes.
And so then when you go into labor, our next goal is to have the healthcare team educated and up to date on any kind of maternal emergency that could occur while you're in labor.